Hello, Sylvia Lydia Morelos. Same old. I picked the profile, noise in the back and inside. Fits the profile. Sylvia Lydia Morelos. I am at the Santa Monica Library. Santa Monica Library on the second floor. It is 12:47 p.m. on Saturday, July 30th. Continuing on with the broadcast I had earlier, live. Alright, so I took my non-traffic infraction and got it. I rescheduled the court date, and they're making all kinds of crap up about it. And I wanted to speak to Officer Cortez. It happened in front of OPCC 3 years ago, and it was just a non-traffic infraction, so not a big deal. So I show up to court and go up to the second floor. Go up, there's obstruction of justice in the back. I go up to the second floor, and there's a screen TV plasma on the side in front of the office. And that morning, I was given a ticket for on the 8th of May 2016, right next to and at 503 Olympic Boulevard, OPCC. I was sitting on the sidewalk, and a police officer. I was sitting on the sidewalk, and I had my stuff on the floor, laid out, and then I picked the stuff up. And as I was picking my stuff up, the motorcycle cop came up and said to me, "Is that your stuff?" There was a black plastic trash bag in the back next to the wall in the driveway. I'm like, no, I don't carry stuff like that. And he said, my stuff is just like a usual red tote bag or a tote bag or something. And he said, I asked him, he was giving me a ticket. And I go, why are you giving me a ticket? I'm already leaving. And he said, he gave me a ticket, and then I could hear him via NSA, and he said, I told him, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. And he said, you will be terrified, he said to me, NSA. They gave me a ticket, non-traffic, and then I'm thinking, it was dated, today's May 8th, 2016. It's dated for the 10th of July, May 8th, 2013. The date of the ticket was dated May 8th, 2013. The scheduled, the non-traffic infraction was scheduled for July 10, 2013. I'm thinking, well, I could either choose to not contest it or contest it and not contest it. I'm just stressed out right now. I'm going to contest it, obviously, but I'm on my mission to contest it. And at that moment, all of the staff members at OPCC walked out for lunch, and they all turned around and laughed at me. I'm like, what? They laughed at me. I'm like, what? It's just a non-traffic infraction, man. What's what? It's just a non-traffic infraction. It's just, And so I'm thinking, a couple of months. A suspicious perp in the back. And we can hear him via NSA, the good guys. Anyway, it took a while for me to do that because they interfere deliberately, and no one hangs out in and we all know what libraries are like. No one hangs out in places like this, like a shitload of them, just because I showed up. And stupid people. I'm in the collection section, floor 2, collections. I always look for a landmark or a identifiable, area, and we have security. They have security cameras here, so they captures everything, so they could corroborate it with my video. It's legal. And little round bulbs everywhere, smaller bulbs. Yeah, it keeps people safe. They're in the police stations as well. And anyway, so I was trying antisocial EMTs. That's not a coincidence either. In Santa Monica. welcome to my fucked up life. And I just heard her. And yeah, they're stalking me again. I've already reported it to the desk people downstairs as well, so they know what's going on. And ooh, I'm terrified. Female in the back wants me to turn the camera on her. That way she can complain to me, people that I'm deliberately capturing on video. They do it all the time. This is obstruction, is what they're involved in. It is a federal investigation, yeah, that I contribute to. It's against the law what they're doing. Getting in the way of my posting and, you know, keeping the public safe. I keep people safe, you kill people and stalk people. So you're preventing me from informing the public, and that is against the law, to keep them safe. So they're deliberately getting in my way of reporting against OPCC. It's obvious. Kevin Gaines, the program manager. You can see the profiles on Google Drive. The freak that had a baseball cap with dirty, ugly hair. His hair was really filthy in the bus, yes, in the Greyhound bus. Sending some idiot my way. They bragged about how they raped my mom at one of the university camp areas in Northern California. They're here, so. And so during that period that I was waiting for the court date, because I was antsy about it, I wanted to leave afterwards. Veterans for Peace gave me a difficult time in Westwood. They turned on the sprinklers at the VA, and then they turned on the sprinklers on me in Santa Monica, California. And then around that time, I think they were trying to prevent me from going to court, because that's when they turned on the sprinklers at the VA. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do something that abrupt, last minute decision. I'm just going to go and check it out. So on the morning of July, this one's obstructing 911, terrorism and other behavior. They're using the NSA to break and enter into a state library, and they're interfering with my computer. That's 2, and then interfering with the Santa Monica Library Wi-Fi. That's 3 felonies in less than 5 minutes. And they're stalking and violence against women, minorities, violence against Jews. I'm a Jewish Mexican, Catholic. They persecute Catholics, and tomorrow is Sunday. They persecute Catholics every week. I know exactly what they are. Jehovah's Witnesses. The Universalist Church has some of the NSA off of Santa Monica and Santa Monica and Pico, across the street from the U-Haul. It's a U-Haul place, not too far from 7-Eleven. The gas station. The Universalist Church is involved here, as well as the Veterans for Peace and Los Angeles and Scientologist and Craig A. Latham and Sarah Palin. 911 is obviously suspicious activity here. 911, please report suspicious activity to dhs.gov, and people who know me can please, I need backup. There's a lot of stuff happening at the Santa Monica beach. But it is a perpetrator, and this is live, so anything he does will be caught on camera. They're trying to turn off the broadcast like they did abruptly this morning, and everyone that I pointed out to is involved. So let's wait and see what happens. This is live. Around that time, I actually have a ticket on there. This was dated dates violation. I know exactly what I have a good memory. I've been told that I have a photographic memory. It actually exists. I remember the specific date. That is when I was given there's a thing about me. I present facts. And if I want the juicy shit, I have that too. So someone told me I have a 90% accuracy rate. It was interesting. So, City of Santa Monica, there's a ticket traffic citation. Now he's going to complain. Typical one. Try to get me into trouble. They've done it before. Try to get me into trouble. Tell me to not do this. There's the City of Santa Monica Police Department. Watch what he does. Notice of appearance. So to prevent me from reporting this, and this is against OPCC. And they probably want me to point fingers at the cop, 911. So it's dated May 8th, 2013 at 1:10 p.m. looks like on a Wednesday. That's me, Sylvia Lydia Morelos. P.O. Box. I used to have a P.O. Box in San Diego, California. That's the mailing address that I was using. It was still effective, and then it changed afterwards, I think. It's the B3281075. I used to weigh close to 180 back then. I was a little heavier. And that's my date of birth, 4/20/74. And so this is the citation, and it was posted. It says for a posted sign. So it says here it's for a posted sign. Code and section. There's 3.12.270 5 mmC. So it's 3. Posted sign. And it says infraction right there. They circled it. It says misdemeanor or infraction. Circle one or the other. They crossed out misdemeanor. It's an infraction. So that's that. This is where it happened on 5th and Olympic. It's right here. 5th and Olympic in Santa Monica on 5/8/13 at Cortez was the police officer reporting, arresting officer or citing officer reporting Cortez M8. Cortez M8. And then there's my signature, and my notice to appear was on 7/10/73. 7/10/73. There it is. I have a copy of the picture with FBI Houston. They're doing work with them online and detailing information, and took a picture of it back then. So they're like, we can't find it anymore. We stole it. I'm like, you know what? They think it's stolen, that you don't have that evidence anymore. I'm like, it's probably internal with FBI, and they're probably keeping it for obvious federal investigation. Okay, they don't destroy evidence more. Facebook doesn't destroy evidence. People are just stupid. And the government's on Facebook all the time. Okay, so there's a ticket. And it's going to be in the court system no matter what. So it's not something lightly to destroy people's citations. So it's a non-traffic infraction. I'm thinking I have until the 10th of July, and I didn't know anything about Zimmerman at the time. So I show up that morning. First, what's that? It says 1:30. I have to be there at 1:30. And I do a lot of walking. So I walked over to the Venice Beach Library off of Abbot Kinney. And it's not too far from Electric Avenue, 1600 Electric Avenue. I used to take a little shortcut through a little quaint little place. And I went down Lincoln and Pico to get to Venice, but I took a shortcut and I turned right. And there's a little pathway that cuts through a bunch of houses, which is really nice. And there's a place where I suspect Bono lives in, where there's a place where a face is split in two or close by there. And then they have a shelf, a brown shelf with postcards and New Orleans beads, and you take a book and pick one, take a book. And I thought it was free, so I'm like, okay, I took a book, and the one something about women and men during the 1960s and postcards. And they weren't tailored to me. It was just something that was given free. There's no strings or no hassles there. But I would go and take a shortcut through there, and then I kept going to the second block. I have to go all the way down to, there's 2 blocks of a path. So you keep going to the path all the way down. And then at the end of the path, you make a left, and you go down the first street to the right. It's a cul-de-sac, it looks like. So go through the cul-de-sac, and then you cut across the street, and then you keep going, and you make a left, and then you will hit Electric Avenue and 1600. So you go down that street all the way down, and you'll see the center divider then you'll see the parking lot to the Venice Abbot Kinney Library. And that morning I went to the Abbot Kinney Venice Beach Library. I was sitting for the library to open. There's more people. All right, so I caught them. So I was waiting for the library to open, and they're obstructing justice, and that was a legitimate threat, so that I can use for a police report. So, and the security cameras will corroborate that, because there's a security camera around here all over the library. And I've made reports to the Department of Homeland Security from the public payphone. There's a public payphone. It's for the general public in Santa Monica as well. There are always public payphones inside the library, so you can call 1-866-DHS-2-ICE. So it's a numeral 1-866-DHS, acronyms, Department of Homeland Security, the number 2, then ICE, the alphabet under the alphabet under the letters. 1-866 DHS-2-ICE. I memorized an 800 number, so everywhere I go, if I don't have a cell phone, because they come after me when my cell phone hardly has any battery. Here's an example. It's at 29%, right? And I use 29% of the battery. And when I'm not charging it, these tables have charging stations, so there you go. So I come here and I use the libraries to charge it, and I'm charging my laptop as well. And there are charging stations here, because like OPCC, they always prevented me from charging my laptop there. They were hogging up the chargers on both walls, even in the back. So when I was in there, and there's a charging station here, and there is a charging station on this side as well. Now they're coming in because they want to prevent me from charging my phone and my laptop. And they don't have a junior high school education, so the fact that they're coming across, some of them have these big, freaking huge computers to prevent, just to intimidate me. So watch what happens. They're going to file a complaint that I'm making too much noise, and I deliberately chose a quiet room to do that, and they followed me in here from out there, 911. Security cameras will show everything. Anyway, and that's just, it's great. So I can charge both, throughout the day. And so they start, if you look at the library, all the electrical outlets, they're it's a state library. It's against the law. So now they're affecting the LED, preventing me from posting. In this library at 601 Santa Monica Boulevard, 90401, the Veterans for Peace, which is predominantly most of them, and the Occupy movement, the Universalist Church and Scientologists, and Craig A. Latham's people, Sarah Palin's people, and OPCC at 503 Olympic Boulevard, same people that work there and use the services there, they're all they're all charging up they're taking up all the electrical charge outlets just to prevent me from charging it. And they're trying to figure out a way to stop it abruptly, my broadcast. These are dangerous people that we need to deal with every day. So have fun. And they keep threatening me as a credible threat. And I'm thinking, the more you do to me, the more, if something happens to me, they're just going to come at you, assholes. They're just stupid. You're just stupid. What makes you think they're going to stop when to do something to me? Michael, the Veterans for Peace Los Angeles, is responsible for these people, a lot of them. Sarah Palin's another one. Michael, Sarah Palin, Kevin Gaines, program manager, and Trayvon at OPCC is another one, 503 Olympic Boulevard. I'm wary of the, OPCC off of 1751 16th Street, and they're trying to force me there. I'm like, I'm not going to go there just because you want me to walk all the way down there because I don't have bus tokens on an empty stomach. They stole my food this morning. I need to file a police report against that. And I made a video about that in the morning at Santa Monica Beach. So we can all hear what you're saying, so it's against the law. And once you walk out of here, your life won't be the same anymore. And so I waited for that morning of the EMTs were catching as well. They don't do their job. Instead of keeping the public safe, they put the public at risk. So they deserve no hires at will employment without pay. It's terrorism related and stalking related. No paycheck, no hires at will employment now. That's what we take care of that. And they think I'm kidding. The workers are. And so they're all trying to prevent me from speaking about this ticket, and OPCC has everything to do with it. And anyway, I waited that day for my court appointment that morning, and I went over to the Venice Abbot Kinney Library, and I sat in front for it to open 9:30, and there were few people on both sides of me. There were a few people to the left of me and a couple of people to the right of me, and I'm thinking, and I heard them say via NSA, we're PAs, production assistants. And I believe at that time I thought Joseph Reith wants me to assume it is DreamWorks ET guy, what is his name? So, but not Joseph Reith. He was a PA at the Art Institute of Los Angeles in Santa Monica, across the street from Starbucks. And so I'm like, I'm not going to put up the shit. I'd rather just go to court right now and see what happens. So I went over to the courthouse. I walked all the way down there. And all of a sudden, I didn't have my citation ticket. But unbeknownst to them, I'm very anal. I documented it, and I put it inside a notebook that I had, a yellow one. And I always make a copy of everything, and I put it I use drafts on my email. I compose a draft, and then I either send it to myself or I save it as a draft on my email account. It's very basic stuff. I always back everything up. So I'm like, and so I walked in there, and the minute I walked in there, it was fine on the first floor. Then I went up to the second floor when I asked about what to do about my, where do I go to a ticket. The TV was on. You can see the plasma flat screen TV to the side. And the Zimmerman trial was on. So, and then the channel, the people were wearing red. They were the newscasters. I think one of them was wearing red, female. And I heard them say something to Zimmerman. I'm like, shit. I'm thinking, common sense. He has a right to a fair trial. I just kept my mind clear. And he noticed it. I remember it was live. He noticed it, but I just ignored it. And he has a right to a fair trial. So I ignored. I didn't say anything. So I walked through the little, the little line, and then I walked into the office, and I'm like, I have a notice to appear on non-traffic. I have the actual copy on me. It is non-traffic citation, and there's a number. And I noticed I didn't have it on me. I'm like, you know what? They stole it again. They stole my other police report too from West LA Division. From the Delta. There's another perpetrator in the back. Yeah, they stole another police report that day. That another thing happened to me. They came into me under the overpass off of Blvd and coming from Del Taco. There was a gang member wearing a hoodie, blue or gray, and he came up again, and it was late. It was like overnight, like 2 in the morning, and put his arms around me to try to hurt me. And I'm like, let me fucking go. And he did something like with his palms, like he was gonna use a knife or something next time at me, like boom, boom, boom. And so I called the police, and I reported it to West LA Division, so they have that on file. And the only thing is I don't have my ticket. I lost my citation ticket, but it wasn't lost. I figured they stole it, and then they stole this one. And then they stole this one. And they have copies of all the citation tickets at the courthouse. They're very stupid people. That's why I got an excellent copy of it. So I wrote the other information down. So I went to when I was at the courthouse on the second floor, I said to her, she gave me the runaround, and then she said, and then I go, well, I have it written down. It's like lost. I gave her the citation number 64 something or other, and then she said, it's not in the system. Like, it's not in the system. I go, where do I go to get a copy of it or something? She goes, well, go down to the police station and get a copy of it. So I went down, then I came back, and I did the exact same copy. I just, another copy of it like this one. And so I went back, and I said to her, so here's the citation number, and I gave her my California ID when I first got there, and she said there's nothing in the system. Then she used the ticket citation number or whatever other information she needed, and it was still not in the system. She goes, well, it usually takes about 45 days for the ticket to be in the system. I go, well, you know, according to my records, and I think it's dated May 8th, 2016, it's already 7/10, 2016, I'm sorry, 2013. It's over 45 days, it's close to 60 days, and it should be in the system already by now. And she didn't say anything. She goes, well, we're going to switch your court date to August 7th. I'm at August 7th. I go, I'm not going to stay here till August 7th. I have to go. So I walked out on August 7th. I remember specifically it was August 7th, and she wanted me to change. She was going to change my court date to or August 8th. August 8th. Maybe not. Date, time of court appearance should be changed from 7/10 to August 7th. Actually, here it is. So she did give it to me. I'm like, I can't stay here. They were becoming very depraved, and there was a lot of Satan worship type cultish people and groups on 3rd Street Promenade. And I remember I was sitting in front of one listening to music, and the band said something, and I go, do you have a business card or something? And he said, yeah, NSA, we are Satan worshippers, and I'm a Catholic. I'm a Catholic Jew. So I remember the response from myself and like at least 3 other people were all Christian Catholics. So I perked up, and then another male with his child, and another 2 people in the back. I could see them through the corner of my eye. We are Satan worshippers. So like 4 of us were like turned around like, what, you know, and we could see that one lady was telling her child something about her top and the little baby. I'm like, he shouldn't know stuff like that at that age, you know. So I'm like thinking, it's getting very depressed. I'm gonna walk out of here and I'm gonna get to San Francisco. And so, so that's where that was at. And so I left, and I hiked it up to San Francisco, and I used my and I'm not, you know, I'm actually a very I'm a decent woman, and I'm very intelligent. It's kind of obvious to most people, right? And these are not most people, and they don't like women like me. They call me a bitch because they don't like I am woman. If you see my Google Drive, you'll notice that I am woman. They don't like feminists. They know the track record with my mom and my grandmother. They know the track record with my mom and my grandmother. I am woman, and they don't like feminists. So they call me bitch. Remember, she's the bitch that we're going to go after eventually later. So I have my own mind. So I walked up. Okay, this is affecting me, so I have a right to defend myself. And he's using the NSA. Look at the screen. It keeps interfering because he's the one using it. 911. You know, it's dangerous. And they get money for everything they do. The harassment, the stalking, money, SROs. Put in a good word for me. Do me a favor later, and do me a favor later. And they keep pointing fingers at Michael from Veterans for Peace Los Angeles. He shows up at the Veterans for Peace Los Angeles on Sundays, and Michael's giving me a difficult time. Well, not giving me a difficult time. He has been insinuating certain things, and you know, they mock the military, and you know, and they're mocking the dead military, and I don't know, so it's kind of hypocritical. But I'm like, you know, I need to do some exercise, and I need to do some exercise, and I need to be at the beach, and you know, just, you know, donate my time and see what happens with the whole Holy Cross thing, making fun of dead people on Monday and Sundays. And you know, I'm an activist, political activist, you can call me, and you know, my mom will be proud, you know. And from my NSA, Michael knew my mom. Michael equals Don Burke, and from what I'm reading and things like that, and things I actually remember, things like that. So anyway, that same day, I'm just, you know, babbling like shit. Hablo, pero no digo nada, dicen. It's like in reverse. So this is the next, they rescheduled that date, and this is the next one that they gave me. So there's the top of it. Remember my 4th Amendment rights. I have a right to be secure in my personal effects, my papers, and I'm thinking amend that one, my person, my mind, my body, etc., etc. This is what they're affecting. So there's that. It says name of court, LA County Superior Court, Santa Monica, 1725 Main Street, County Building, Santa Monica, 90401. Branch name, Traffic Division, room 214, 213-742-6648. People of the state of California versus defendant Sylvia. It's just a traffic citation. Amending officer's name, ID number, Cortez 3610. I don't believe he has anything to do with this. So I think they would pull in Almanza with the Morales, and they, trying to forge signatures with the Sacramento. I think it's Almanza. They're trying to get other people in trouble. FYI, she's trying to get other people in trouble with the GA office in Westwood. Morales. It's the issue with Morales, and I'm not going to say anything else, but they haven't given me any problems either, that's for the record. And neither has Cortez, Officer Cortez 3610. Citation number is here, and it's still in the court system, so, it's been 3 years. You haven't been able to destroy it, and it's not going to be effective when you try to. Destruction of evidence. And on this side, it says, date, time of violation, date, time of court appearance should be changed. Date, time of court appearance should be changed from 7/10/13 to 8/7/13. Violation section should be changed from 312-270 5 MMC to 21461 VC. So he switched it. Where is that? Security cameras will show everything. That looks familiar. That one right there. I will show you why. Let's do that. They don't seem very happy in here. So there's that. That's what I tried taking pictures of on my phone yesterday. I put it on Twitter. They got in the way with the NSA, or I couldn't take any pictures anymore. So, yeah, they do that all the time. They get paid for destroying evidence, too. And that is definitely destroying evidence. Yeah, it looks a lot like the other police officer. He's not so unshady anymore. So, yeah, it says CSF or CSOS Officer Perez. That's Calvan is a different one. Celis is another one. And so they're trying to get in the way of it. So another persons of interest. All right, so the persons of it now they did the same thing and now this idiot's calling at school. So it's at the top of the list today. So let's check. There's that. That's an official report. They're not going to do well. This is one person involved here. And she tried to imply that I was an enemy of the state. And no, I'm not an enemy of the state. She's wanted for something. The traffic citation. You people are just stupid. There's that one. I'm not going to say her name out loud. Asked her for a business card for a reason. And on that one, FYI, I also just rescheduled my court appearance for August 30th, 2016 at 1:30. So there it is. I went back and researched it and asked for particular information. It's people, and they're still interfering. Santa Monica Courthouse, 1725 Main Street, 90401. People of the state, San Blvd Morelos. And citation number is right here. It's a matter of public record, really. I just gave up that right. So, yeah, I gave up that right because look at the shit they do, So, and if you find the other shit, what does it actually say? Read the fine print. Santa Monica Public Library and Rachel's Women's Center, 759 8th Avenue, 92101, Behavioral Health. Otherwise, I don't have one. Okay, bye-bye. All these fuckers, same people. Behavioral Health, Don Burke. And Don Burke is Michael at Veterans for Peace. And there is that. So there's that. 1:30. And then the bottom part says this. They're looking to fabricate evidence on non-traffic infraction. Well, look at the animals around you. They're just stupid. For no fucking reason. These are the people who kill off registered voters, the Occupy movement. And I got my paycheck for 145, so I'm legit. And my boss, Gregory Slocum, Mr. Gregory from San Francisco, can verify everything. So I gave him permission to give people information pertinent to my job-related responsibilities. which is obviously still happening. You see the videos I have today. Because that's me. That's why they hate me so much. I'm so fucking anal. I'm like, anal's good. Alright. There's something else that he's doing that. Oh, look at that. It's fell to the floor on its own. That one. It's going for him. Losers. And I found a woman who looks just like Diana Almanza, and Almanza works at for the Episcopal Church at the sanctuary at the next door shelter, 1001 Polk Street, off of Geary, Gaary, and Polk Street, 94109, across the street from Javina's. I want to do some research on this. I found this somewhere, I think at OPCC on the outside. And I haven't been able to do anything with it just yet. And they're going to try to steal that. And I think that's the something house in Texas. Yep. Lafayette has one too. And so there's that. I've been trying to do some homework on that. So well, I've got a very logical mind. So I'm like, I'm looking at them like, they're walking in the other direction, exasperated, not saying anything, Yeah, what to tell you? You're talking to me. Anyway, there's something about the church. Oh my God, this church is actually attending or using services at OPCC. I can actually prove that because there is one perpetrator who came directly. He was wearing one of these signs with the cross at the church. He was standing right in front of me. I've got a picture of that. So now they're going to try to do something about that. And this, you can't argue with proof, okay? And it was a black male. He was wearing this cross on the back. He was sitting directly in front of me. And this is from the Episcopal Church at the sanctuary at the next door shelter. It's a very anti-Catholic. And they put something on my food that evening, which made me angry. They tried to get me to starve that day, and there was no meat in the food, literally. And I barged into this. I never go to their Episcopal meetings, so I barged into the room and sat there and like staring right at them, And I picked up information. Nancy Brennan was one, the deacon. I go, what is her name? Nancy Brennan is the deacon, and Rana is the other one. And she's, and the Nancy Brennan deacon was wearing a Freddy Krueger sweater with little holes in it. I'm like, yeah. And I just sat there, with my little furry animal that they stole. So yeah, you can't argue with proof. That's what they keep coming after me, taking my stuff away. But I'm like, I have junk, but it's not exactly junk. There's a lot of information and stuff that I carry, So, and they keep stealing from me. And like, oh, looky here, we've come full circle. You made me homeless. I did my homework. If the resources you were hiding at, how stupid are you people? They're chasing their own tail. They're chasing their own tail. So I've got that proof. You can check the security camera there too. I can subpoena. Let's go through a subpoena. It's easy. Okay, so I've got that. This is inside the courthouse, so I can always get another copy if it gets stupid. Today they stole my food. So they want to starve me again. They're very anti-Catholic. I think you can hear it on the video because I may not have gotten the image, but I got the voices, which is nice, and they can't argue with that. And okay, so I write little things down. They keep stealing my. No, it's hospitality house. I got that information here. Besides hospitality house. And how is Seton Corps doing? Like Salvation Army, Torres, and terrorism, voter fraud. This San Francisco Chronicle is not recognized. It was just, terrorism, voter fraud, just galore. Owned and operated by P.O. Box 4218, San Leandro 94579. Austin Cleon is involved in that. Marilyn Nelson. So, after I've only been here 3 weeks and 2 or 3 reports already. They're just stupid. Ley de Marcy's Law, Victims' Bill of Rights Act of 2008. It says Victims' Bill of Rights Act in the Marcy's Law. And that's right for that. And as per Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, very, very important. And I got this at the Santa Monica Police Station at 333 West Olympic Boulevard. This is where they're at too. Agresión sexual. And sexual assault manuals. I would go for a male or female. Malesurvivor.org actually helps a lot of people, a lot of males too, but you had Chris Gillibolt infiltrating, so that was difficult for a while. So that's the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. And I am his headache, and I get these little lines in my hair, and I've seen the Awake magazine. Look at that. Okay, so he's stopped you. And it's not gonna. He's for protection of the public. He's very dangerous. And, after they killed Dennis, who was my nephew. Dennis was my nephew. After they killed Dennis, who was my nephew. I lost my train of thought about this fucking idiot. I saw the Awake magazine, and Mr. former President Jimmy Carter let me know via the one of the newspapers in Lafayette. It was a good newspaper that he knew what had happened, or he knew what had happened to Dennis. He had little vampire teeth at the bottom of it. He was so in so much pain, and so he had the same kind of teeth that Jimmy Carter, and it was in one of the magazines inside the Arcadiana, actually the Lafayette paper. And on one of the Awake magazines, I see Chris Gillibo laughing about, or insinuating that I'm his headache. Look, I usually get a lot of lines. And William Jackie Rhodes is playing the victim and in the hospital laughing about it. And there's something else going on there. That's where that's at. So I have more information that goes through. This is a police report that they're still trying to destroy. And it's a mess now, but I just filed a police report with the West LA Division Officer Celis. And it's incident number 1607090021164. Again, it's West LA Division, Investigation Division, West LA, incident number 1607090021164. Report of battery that happened again at 503 Olympic Boulevard, 90401, on the 9th of July 2016 at 9:50 a.m. At 9:50 a.m. and I made the report at 11:45. And the officer, that's an unknown suspect, approached victim and began cursing and threw a hot coffee inside a cup at the victim's back. Suspect fled to unknown location, and that came directly from them. And this was Officer Celis, CELIS 41635 West LA Division desk. And so that is that. They're trying to destroy it, so that's why I steal it from it. Steal it from me. I'd like to haven't done it before. And security guards at Larkin Library at 100 Larkin are involved, raw money included. I found proof to that. He looks a lot like Jesse. That doesn't help the situation, I think. Alright, so there's that. I think we're doing well so far. This is the culprit. Yeah, one of the worst reputations in town, and now they're I think they're involved with Billy Joe Armstrong's murder. Occupied. It says occupied on a message page, and they impede occupied. And this person is obviously an accessory, or he's an obstruction to an investigation, so he will be called as a person of interest. He should be, both of them. And they're now enemies of the state. Like I say, you come to me, your life is gone. Legally, I mean, I don't, well, you know, they've done so much shit to us nationwide that we would have gone vigilante on their asses years ago, so I know we've been taking them out legally year after year after year. They just don't know about it, because we're not stupid enough to open our mouth and bitch and brag about it like they do. So, anyway, this is OPCC. All these perpetrators are stalking me. 911. I see the cameras here. They can compare it to the cameras in the city library, in the state line, in this library. At 601 Santa Monica Boulevard, 90401 off of 6th and Santa Monica. There is a Nancy Brendan here who tried to get in my way of reporting something, so I didn't appreciate that either. Nancy Brennan, the deacon, that's not a coincidence, I don't think. So, there's that. Don't forget this. It's a red shirt that he was wearing at black male. He was sitting right in front of me. Look at that. They're like threatening me from San Francisco next door shelter. Diana Almanza. Diana Almanza. Hate crimes. This is exactly what they are. Hate crimes. Undermining our nation's founding principles, we the people. I'm more positive. That's a positive note. That's why I stick to the law. And it's per the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. And I got these at the Santa Monica Police Department. Walked in there yesterday, and they tried to, you know, I walked in clean, I came out clean, you know, so they're just stupid people. Plenty of witnesses, security cameras in there as well. So, 3 minutes of audio, that's what they are. And these are perpetrators and accessories to that. 601 Wilshire Boulevard. This FedEx office is definitely involved. At 601, that's not a coincidence either. 601 Wilshire Boulevard, Santa Monica, California, 90401. And then it is a print and go. So that's important. It's personal, very personal. With those freaks. And this is the one at the San Francisco Marriott. And I asked for her name, the one that looked like Adrienne Armstrong. She was bothering me that day. I go, what's your name? Victoria. Hey. San Francisco Marriott Marquis 94103. And that is where I found this. This is making fun of Heather O'Rourke. Obviously, the Scientologists are involved. Look at the Thetan, the tan. That's how they change your skin color. They call it the tan. Supposedly, according to them, we're inhabited by aliens called Thetans. You break the word into the tans. Pigmentation of the skin color is Black Panther. Universalist did Nancy Durthick would know. She refused to change her skin color to turn herself into a darker skin. She didn't do it. She was standing right next to them too, with a beret to the side. So don't, these are all information at the resource centers. And this says compose. Yeah, they're interfering again. Yeah, they're definitely. Anything happens, they're at the top of the list. So, so it says this is obstruction of justice. This is what they do to destroy evidence and to fuck up destroy evidence. So they'll flag them. The state library will flag them. And it's a combustible. And this is a you check whether or not you're pregnant with the pink little, what do you call it? Those little pregnancy tests. Oh my God, look at that. And that's coming from the JW Hotel Market. It's coming from this place, San Francisco Marriott Marquis. I was sitting right there. I was sitting at the coffee house, Pete's Coffee, and I picked up the spoons and everything from there. And this is the Occupy movement. It's triangulating in 3 different, what's voter registered. They've committed voter fraud in other parts. That 3 Ys are the 3, they're triangulating at the Occupy movement in green, yeah, orange and green and blue, voter fraud in 3 different countries. Where is Electronic Frontier Foundation located? 1580, San Francisco, London, and Canada. Voila. So we got them. This is what they want. Well, you know, why world? Crime Stoppers. I'm big on crime. I'm pretty good at kicking their ass, actually. Crime Stoppers. So there we go. Los Angeles Regional Crime Stoppers make the call stay anonymous. You can help make Los Angeles safer. Report crime, earn an award, remain anonymous. Isn't that wonderful? They don't have to kill people for money for this. To do that. And that is Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers is highly encouraged. Highly recommended. You want to help? Volunteer. Help Crime Stoppers keep LA County safe. Background check, including fingerprints. Very nice. So I highly encourage people to call for volunteer or turn in tips to Crime Stoppers. They will actually, you can earn a reward and remain anonymous doing so. I think they have an 800 number as well. In case they steal your fucking phone, you can just go to an 800, you know, payphone at a library. You know, 3rd Street Promenade is full of payphones. You know, so cool. Like Pier 39 reminds me, what's going on with all the payphones, man? What the hell? And here is the LA County Police Department. I was actually given another, you know, I was given 7916. This one's clearer. This is the LA County, LA Police Department. Still is at 41635. Here's my card. And the officer was pretty professional. Date 7916 at 12:10. And incident number 2164. Battery report taken for the coffee incident. So it's incident 2164. Yeah, they chased me all the way down to the West LA. When I walked all the way down to West LA. I actually got on the bus actually, and the so-called kindness of a bus driver, which wasn't really kind. It was a very erratic driver. So this one is this one. Alright, business cards are pretty cool because they tend to steal them. I've got so many police reports on these freaks, it's not even funny anymore. So I read the fine print. I'll leave things open for a reason, assholes. You know. So, and the infamous Diana Almanza. This is who she referred me to when I went over her head and left a message in her voicemail box. You know what? They're doing this to me, and they're picking on me every 15 minutes, you know, trying to say, file a grievance, Sylvia, file a grievance, Sylvia. So I can, you know, they'd have me fucking running up and down the stairs. I was sitting right in front of her having a meeting, personal meeting with her. They'd have me running up and down the stairs, you know, filing a report against them every 15 minutes in the elevator, and they could just stop the elevator and make me wait there. And so I'm like, is there any way do you have a business card and make it easier? And then, you know, and I told her, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here because I need to make my basics. I need to eat. I need 3 hours. I need 3 meals a day. I need to eat. I need to make my basics, and I need to sleep. And that's what I'm here for, you know. And, you know, and the second time around, the first time around, they didn't stay because it was very unsanitary in the restroom. There was feces on the soap dispenser, hand dispenser, hanging. You know, they literally put their shit on there just to try to get me out. And that's what did the trick. You know, I was very unsanitary, and I had 2 more weeks of my first 90 day there. Then I came back and did another 90 day there, and I applied for a job. I applied for a job as a poll worker, and the same people tried to get in my way. And I told my boss what happened. They approved it, and they continued to verify it, obviously. And I got my paycheck for $145. This first paycheck in a long time means a lot to me because they've always gotten in my way of getting back on my feet. I'm like, what the fuck do you think I was going to do? Rule the world? You know, hardy, you know, and it's 6/16/2016. And I don't, you know, Occupy gave me a difficult time. How the fuck did he get they threatened me with gang rape at the Baptist Church in 1933. No Ties Russell. I'm like, how the hell? 3 days later, they sent me a voicemail. I mean, they sent me I put it on YouTube. And 3 days later, though, she can't take a picture of it. Try me. Try me. How the hell did they get my number? because I just walked in there and I was out of there in less than half an hour because of everything they put me through. And I'm like, how the hell did he get my number? And he didn't even know my last name because I walked in there and I asked for his name. And how the hell did they know Tige Russell? Which ones were no Tige Russell? And I put it on and it went viral like that. But don't tell me I can't do something because I know what I can do. So there's that. And so anybody interested in joining the LAPD team, do it now. Need some good, obviously good people. And because these people don't all want to quit. And so yeah, my poor little, I've got a lot of, it looks like junk, but it's not junk at all. And it's 211 city services. And then there's a referral guide for victims, and they keep doing that with it. They keep it's the camera that's doing it. The reason I posted it online is because I needed to catch that, and they keep the NSA focusing the image on my top, my breast, my chest. A referral guide for victims of sexual assault and domestic violence. A referral guide for victims of sexual assault and domestic violence. Santa Monica Police Department. Domestic violence and sexual assault. So I got a lot of information when I was in there. Reconozca y reporte el fraude telefónico. So they keep breaking into my fucking telecommunication. That's terrorism. They're breaking into my phone. It's secure Wi-Fi. I paid for it. There's ftc.gov. A lot of good information inside the police station. Identity theft, what to know, what to do. That's also inside the police station. Identity theft, Santa Monica Police Station. And taking charge, what to do if your identity is stolen. Available at ftc.gov ID theft, May 2012. So that is taking charge. That's the Federal Trade Commission. FTC is the Federal Trade Commission. There's that. And then Jason Hicks. This is the FedEx that's involved with Raki. There's Ramani Raki at the 726 Market Street. And Jason Hicks. I guess we all can see that. Look at the back of the card. Business cards and receipts, people. Business cards and receipts. Very important. It's good discipline, If they do some anal, they hate her. I hate her. This is my, they keep telling me that. So I left San Francisco, and then you saw the terrorism-related activity I reported in San Francisco. Here's still my Greyhound ticket, I still have it. That is San Francisco. San Francisco Transbay, California to Santa Barbara, and then from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles. And more persons of interest in the hallways up here, 911 second floor. So there's that. And I have near theater. I found my columns at UCLA. That's what I did about homeless. Don't mess with the homeless vets and homeless veterans and homeless people. The real ones. I saw this at the resource center at the hospitality house. That was really great. Homeless Bill of Rights, which is wonderful. Bring me your homeless and your poor. The Statue of Liberty. Bring me your homeless and your poor. This is wonderful, guys. Whoever did this is beautiful. It's very nice. Look at that. Homeless Bill of Rights. That's really beautiful. Very nice. Homeless Bill of Rights. Very nice. Absolutely gorgeous. Very nice. And I didn't find, coincidentally or not, 8x11 paper, so I double-sided it and then I put it on the other side. Look at that. That's for the bad guys, motherfuckers. House keys, not handcuffs. Very cool. Very cool. Very beautiful. I still have it. It's all haggard and stuff, but oh well. It's good. It's my brother. My brother's like this. There's just so much. That is what they epitomize. That's what they are inside. Really good. Tough guys on the outside. Very tough guys on the inside. But look at that. Very beautiful. All tough. Very beautiful. You're talking to me. You're talking to me. Very beautiful. And these perps are, bad people. Like to hurt good people. So, like cop killers, not like police officers. Not because they kill cops. And then there's the U.S. Department of Transportation, MTA Blue Line. I submitted it. Your question has been submitted. This is my report number. Report numbers. That's always a good sign. That's 900. I report MTA or Blue Line. The college campuses, the buses on the college campuses, I reported to U.S. Department of Transportation as well. So that's also, you can do that as well. And we can hear what that perp's saying. So now everyone knows. I'm just looking at hospitality. You have second and fourth floor town hall meetings. Second and fourth floor town hall meetings. It's, Thursday, June 23rd, fourth floor TV room, 6:30 p. Come bring your tickets and concern. Very cool. And these are the meals that they're supposed to be serving at OPCC. I would encourage no donations to OPCC. They kill registered voters. They starve minorities. They stalk minorities as well. Their friends included. Look at that. OPCC. There's a schedule. All of them. Veterans for Peace are not doing well. Veterans for Peace are not doing well. The culprits are you. Fuckers. Michael is a culprit. Michael's next. I'll be see what happens to him tomorrow. This is a business card that I received from someone whom I thought was efficient at the time, Tiffany. And I reported Miguel Karimi. I'm sorry, I reported Clifford Karimi. He has an MO as Miguel Oaks. Like, he is not that full of himself. I usually go through handouts and his number directly to his office. He said Miguel Oaks, MO. It's Clifford Karimi. Like, great. He's not that full of himself. He is that full of himself. And that's Cepillín. I had an epiphany the last time I was there. You know what? That's Cepillín. My mom trained me when I was little. That's Cepillín, the Mexican clown. Cepillín. Clifford Karimi, Miguel Oaks equals Cepillín. So I turned that into DHS. The class clown Cepillín Mexican version. And he hasn't not a peep out of him since then, which is and not a peep out of him since then, which is smart for him. It's legal. I'm talking that some people are actually lay low when they're supposed to. That's smart. They're not doing well at all. There's that. So I've got a receipt. A lot of activity happening right now. We're walking down the aisles, for example. Oh, the infamous Jack in the Box. That is, I think they killed one of their owners, the one off of Lincoln and Santa Monica. There's something going on with that one. So the receipt is important for obvious reasons. Look at that. I think I just picked that one out. Officer Perez, look at that. It's Officer CSFO. Ouch. It has to do with Jack in the Box, looks like. I'm at the PO. Look at that. I just caught that. PO. Yeah, those fuckers need to be monitored. So there's that one. Cop killers. Phone scams. Yes, obviously the receipts are important. And this church is involved. Anti-Catholic, anti-Christian, actually. Find another perpetrator wearing that shirt. San Francisco, California. There's something not quite, I don't know, I think a little bit, maybe a little weird about this one. Brought 66, hold on. 8. There is there's that one. Well, I'm trying to find it. I'm going to put this other one. Yeah, the number 8 and hold on. Brought 66. 99 balloons, 1980. Interesting. And the West Los Angeles. Let me see. This is information that I pick up. And fraude telefónico. There's a lot of suspicious activity happening here, so they will be held accountable. There's no way they won't be held accountable. Brought a lot of attention to them, so that's good. Keeps the public safe. Neighborhood watch programs, 911. The purpose of coming out of the library. 6th and Santa Monica Boulevard, 911. This is Marcy's Law for victims, crime victims. And there is Santa Monica Police Department of Pedestrian Safety. There we go. Pedestrian safety tips. When these fucking idiots out there crisscrossing the fucking crosswalk, it's just fucking pathetic, man. It's fucking unfucking real. Pedestrian safety. Santa Monica Police Department, that's important. So now they're doing the exact opposite. Shit, and they lose that stop. Look at that. Jesus. Safest place to cross the street is at the corner with or without a crosswalk. Is at the corner, not going diagonally, you morons. They're saying it's with or without the crosswalk, not diagonally. Crossing mid-block where drivers are not expecting to see you is the most common cause of pedestrian injury. Oh, look, they refer to a pamphlet. They got it all wrong. They got it all wrong. Make sure the driver of the vehicle sees you and that the vehicle has come to a complete stop before you cross. That's just wrong. That is just wrong. Protect your identity. That's the truth, man. And that is compliments over truth. So the member 50th district. That looks like Kevin Terraciano. Kevin Terraciano from UCLA. Oh, look, he wants an office. That's too bad, Kevin Terraciano. Loser. They want to pull a Lafayette 70501. 300 West Congress 70501. The people that are from Lafayette. Or like Kevin Terraciano, professor. I wouldn't touch that shit with a dime. Oh, why does this fucker look familiar? He looks like one of the volunteers that I had a problem with at OPCC. But the tattoo across his neck like that. Interesting. I'm just saying, he does look a lot like him. Right. That's Richard Bloom. There's helpful resources, credit fraud to the credit bureaus. Internal Affairs, 911. And military, like I said, I'm Sergeant Lieutenant Sylvia Lydia Morelos. And we need help, not local to, just like Lafayette, not local to Santa Monica. We're doing better because help has been coming in. But I did the same thing with Lafayette. It's too corrupt here. We need something outside Lafayette. Like, they need to be shot. Last year. I said that last year, July 25th. They need to be shot. Ash Carter needs to be shot. July of last year. My YouTube videos will say that Ash Carter's involved. He definitely needs to be shot. And where did I find Ash Carter? He is hanging on a totem pole in San Francisco, California, as a communist Asian, right next to the La Voz Latina, 48 Turk Street. They're just fucking embarrassing. The 409s are us. We're on their asses. The 409 UCLA alumni. What do you use 409 for? To clean off a stove every, it's just too fucking funny. They took it as it's Kike City, anti-Semite city, and all of them showed up to try to kill minorities again, just like they killed Republicans all these years. So all my Google Drive information, take a stand against crime. It's very important. People who know how to use it can see all the information. Everything that I've ever done is still on it. They just don't know how to find it, and they assume they don't have a junior high school education, and they assume they know what they're talking about. We're college grads, and they're just stupid people. And this is my college town: UCLA, West LA, and Santa Monica. Santa Monica, a lot of college students from UCLA live here, graduate students included. They have a law school. They have a social work school. These people are just stupid. Has rent control. Why wouldn't students live here? Idiots. It's Homeless Resources Guide, Santa Monica. And a while back, a couple of years ago, I was looking at the motif. That's a motif, the sun. The motif. And I'm thinking, when I look at the motif at OPCC, and I'm in eclipsing truth. They're eclipsing the truth. That's what I'm thinking, because there's an eclipse on over the sun. So I'm like, an eclipsing truth. I'm like, I wouldn't put it past my grandma. She did the opposite, obviously. She see what she did to them in San Francisco alone, off of Polk and Gary Street, the AMC theater. She blocked the shit out of Chris Gillibo. And across the street was Bread and Butter. That was Chris Gillibo, and Tom Petty's right across the street from them. My grandma just, zoom. Oh, very cool. Then the Monarch in the back, it's Britain. She did it again. She's boom. She's a Reagan. Yes, she is. And then the equivalent is in also on what's the federal building? There's the two of them. There's San Francisco, the huge building with the flag on top of it. And then there's a building here, the clock tower here off of 3rd Street, and it's like, stop. It stops right here. Like, very nice, Grandma, very nice. She stopped at Gillibo, and she stopped at Brits, and she was like, my grandma kicks ass. My mom does too. Her mom does too. And very fucking cool. And there's the third one. That's what they made fun of. They were telling these idiots. There's a third one. I'm the daughter, 3rd generation, doing the same thing, and I learned it, because they taught me how to think for myself. There's the third one. They keep popping them out like there's no tomorrow for the rest of us, unquote. I'm like, those the media, television. Go, your brother Jesse is dead, and they let me know. I'm like, okay, they're confirming. I have to accept that. I am at the Eisenhower. I'm in the hospital. I can process. Okay, your brother Jesse is dead. And there goes there's a third one. They're referring to me. They didn't like my grandmother. They don't like my mom. And they keep popping them out they keep popping them out like there's no tomorrow for the rest of us. The media, television at Eisenhower, inside the dining hall. And I'm like, we killed your brother. I'm like, you think I had it in for you before? And I'm like, holy shit. They're like, whatever. And not whatever, but I'm not your average Jane. I wasn't fucking kidding. Alright, so then there's this Santa Monica Daily Press. I'm not very impressed with Santa Monica Daily Press. At least 2 or 3 years ago, I know there's something about Santa Monica Daily Press. I read the Culver City paper. I read the obituary wannabes. I caught it when I was in psych ward. So I caught it. You made fun of me. I caught it. Forest Lawn. I caught it. Because they're done. And so there's that daily, the press. Santa Monica paper is very questionable. And it dates back to, what, 2013 at least. So, for example, look at the idiot. I don't know if it's getting any better. I think in one, it's called the Santa Monica Daily Press, and I reported the Daily Breeze in at 7-Eleven, Imperial Counties. So I didn't report I reported the Daily Breeze, and Craig A. Latham was a witness to that. We were both at 7-Eleven off of Santa Monica and Westwood. We were both at 7-Eleven off of Santa Monica and Westwood. Worldmarket.com. The second one, $4.95 a pop. They make money off of minorities after I already kill them. My stuff is on there too. With the same PO 200-878-126. Take a stand against crime. Very good stuff. See, neighborhood watch program. Ugh. These fuckers are. Let's talk about what my office can do for you. Oh, please. Or Port Terraciano. It looks like Terraciano. Oh look, they're not very original. And people can know why, too. I remember my stuff online? You'll find it. Look at that. And I also found my essay, Globalization is on the Rise. Like somebody changed it, you know. Intellectual property theft up, right here. Intellectual property theft up. Oh, Terraciano's done. And now, for the record, I don't fuck shit. Thank you. Spreading rumors about me. There's no way. Spreading rumors about me. There's no way he's involved. Well, he's involved 3 years ago. This is Assembly Member Richard Bloom at your service. Oh. Look at that. Call writer. You look at that. Call writer. Flat out theft. And people who know my. Like, who did Terraciano kill to get his tenure at UCLA? No shit. I'm like, when I first got to Lafayette, I'm like, there's a traitor in the mix. Pao Chao Library. Terraciano's one. I think Gomez Quiñon is another one, and Raymond Rocco is another one. There's 3 of them so far. What the fuckers. Call writer. Amy, look at that. That's my stuff. You'll find it. People who know my stuff will find it online. Of course, his appearance. Look at that. And there is definitely that. And I just showed the spoon. I've got a good brain head on my shoulders. It takes a lot of work. They don't like it. Tough shit, Sherlock. Dear friend, California State Assembly. Let me pick on this dude. I do have a right to verbalize, you know, to my concerns, you know, when I find something, you know. The California State Assembly, Richard. They think they have pool with 30 politicians. We got Trojan horse. Possibly a Trojan horse. Oh, I see something weird in the signature right here. Okay. 50th District. Oh, we got him. That's easy. Richard Bloom. I read in the LA Times about those 2 politicians who were living in a different location, and they were serving a different area for something that I was laughing my ass off, and they were caught. They weren't supposed to be doing that, and it was like page AA12, and the presiding judge was Lomelí. I think it was Lomelí. I was laughing my ass off. It's like I was sitting inside the Sacramento Library off of the periodical section, and I was laughing my ass off. And that's the same library where somebody wrote a column about the trenches. I go, someone knows what, you know, where I'm at, and the trenches were very nice, very cool. And I appreciated that, so you know what. Military. Because they're still trying to interfere with my broadcasting. And this is live, by the way, so people can see what they're doing. So this is live as we speak. So this is they're interfering. So Kevin Terraciano needs to be flagged at UCLA ASAP. This is actual proof. I mean, you can actually. I have that stuff online, man. Post, you know, my own intellectual property. Fucker's done. Fucker is done. And there's David Maldonado. He's also another person. This is Richard Bloom, Assembly Member, 50th District. Okay, Richard Bloom, Assembly, 50th District. Well, you know, political targeting, one of their own people said, we don't target ghetto, we target top notch. She's top notch, and her family, those families are top notch. That's Rosalia, your own Rosalia, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the information on his card. Richard Bloom. People who know my work know it well. Please don't tell me that he's a Trevor Tim, an associate lawyer. Yeah, there was a rumor going around in Lafayette, Louisiana that Kelly Quinn wanted to be a lawyer. I started laughing my ass off. I mean, yeah, she wants to be a registered sex offender. She's a registered sex offender herself. The registered sex offender came from, there is a witness there who knows for a fact that Trevor Tim's lawyers are also deregistered sex offenders themselves. I'm waiting for the LED to say, oh, LED is also the voter fraud. We caught that. I got my paycheck too for $145. So this is Richard Bloom, Assembly Member, 50th District. Dear friend, did you know that my office is a one-stop shop for state information and services? And as a representative in the State Assembly, I have an office that provides the highest quality of public service. Read on to learn about the help that we offer. Although you can contact me via mail or phone, you can also help me go green by filling out and returning the response card attached to this brochure. It will allow me to electronically communicate with you, saving both time and money. If you don't have access to a computer, feel free to contact me using the information on my business card attached. I look forward to serving you. Sincerely, Richard Bloom, Assembly Member, 50th District. Look at that. No, my intellectual property, people will find it. Look at that. Call, write, email. Ouch. Unreal. Another worldmarket.com. My student ID 200-878-126. There is a hair store off of 1533 Westwood Boulevard or 1333 Westwood Boulevard, next to an 81580 type house where UCLA students were. And I was a sign on there, 50% off for UCLA students. I caught that a few years back. I hope that other people did too, because students go in there, they're scoping out the students at UCLA. Look at that. And he looks just like Kevin Terraciano, the Latin American Studies professor at UCLA. So I'm starting thinking, I go, you know, they have to keep up a legitimate front. So we're obviously doing our work, and you know, I heard a couple things. I heard that he was spreading rumors about him sleeping with students. I'm like, I don't sleep with. I've got this thing about not sleeping with employers and students. I mean, not sleeping with employers and teachers. I've never done that. It's not my style. I mean, there's just all kinds of crazy shit involved in that. And I'm like, no. So I heard it, and I'm like, what? You know, my letter of recommendation was real, the one online for law school, and it was written by Kevin Terraciano. And, you know, and they said the same thing with Wall Street Journal. I go, you know, the Wall Street Journal, for whatever reason, is a reputable paper. I mean, people actually have to verify facts. If it wasn't a very reputable paper, that would have been a worldwide known issue by now, because they are worldwide. Washington, it's a Wall Street Journal International, and their stories are credible. Their stories are real. They're saying it's not real. The Wall Street Journal is one of us. So all those stories are not real. So you know, they're saying the same thing about my letter of recommendation, and people know where to find it online. And for law school, and he wrote everything that was true on there. He didn't make anything up, obviously. And from what I remember, and I would have pointed that out by now. So I was applying for law school. The 2 out of 5 rule. I was sitting there looking at the LSAT, and then the 2 out of 5 rule. So I'm thinking I got sidetracked, and then I went in the opposite direction, because these fuckers were in my way in Westwood that year, across the street from 7-Eleven off of Westwood. I was living with. I called her Queen of the Damned, and I used to refer to a couple. They were hurting me badly in my tummy with the technology that they had, because I was living in Westwood for a while, and the Queen of the Damned, and the other one was another Asian lady. I lost my train of thought, but I was living in Westwood for a while, and I had to deal with them as well. So, and that was after San Diego. It's a lot involved here, so I have to actually sit down and process and think. And there, if she testifies, we're fucked. Like, killing off potential jurors in the future against you. Not very bright, but it will. And this is a huge deal. So look, this is Ocean Park. And like I said, there's a lot of information on the receipt and on business cards. Anybody, I only see 3, it's those 3. And this is Bono at the Doodle the Google book. I made fun of him. El muy mono de Bono strikes out again. I put that on Twitter a couple of years ago. Oh my god, he was hating me. La puta de Silvia. I'm like, when am I a puta, you piece of shit? You know, and yeah, El muy mono de Bono strikes again. I go, and strikes out again. And I don't want to get into it. But reputable, refreshing, reputable police officer. Yay, this is another business card with a police officer in San Francisco, which is really nice. And this is Officer H.H. George L. Luedtke, Luedtke, police officer, star number 4019, Thomas J. Cahill Hall of Justice, 850 Bryant Street, San Francisco, California, 94103-4603. I have a feeling, I don't know, Amanda's always doing something, and she's just, I said one time, at the back of the police report, or the CAD report, this is a reporter follow-up. That's another thing it can be referred to. There's a lot of good numbers on there for people. And the new one's coming out. Business cards are very important. We have a lot of information on there. And what is this? Working Veterans. Very cool. I like this magazine. I'm like, wow, we've got honest veterans here. Very cool. Working veterans. Real military. And beautiful. Very nice. Very beautiful. And very nice. I love it. And Working World. Anybody know about the militarypress.com paper? Because they have a militarypress.com in San Diego. And a lot of information in there as well. Ouch. And then I have this Central City SRO Collaborative. Ouch. Okay. So it's Central City SRO Collaborative. There's the SRO Collaborative. This one is this one. 415-775-7110. There's that. There's that. Protect low cost phone service. Or they're going to pull another Lufus in Lafayette. Protect low cost phone service for low income city Wi-Fi. Right. Mariana Ruiz Posada. You remember what I put online about Mariana Ruiz Posada? Yeah. That's important information. And as an activist, this is how we empower ourselves. These are social services that they take away from honest people, state services and consumer power. Exercise your rights as a consumer. This is prevent bicycle theft. So there's a reason I like law and order. Laws. It keeps people safe. It protects public safety. It saves lives. There is a Band-Aid that says a lot right there. Quick fixes are not going to happen. We're here permanently. Quick fixes are not going to happen. We're here permanently. So. they're affecting this. So nobody's giving me a death threat, premeditated. So I just spoke about the Band-Aid. And this is obviously the fertility with the spoon. With the spoon, the transistor radios are the truck drivers' union. They use transistor radios. That's Joseph Reith and William Reith. Then the gynecologist would be Nancy Durthig with a urine sample. This is the Band-Aid, and whatever they use, temporary officers, they actually mean to kill off temporary officers, the new ones. And all those prep the ones is next. These fuckers are adamant about what they're doing, and it's not going to happen. And keep one eye open and one eye shut. I remember that. That's Veterans for Peace. And Michael's at the top of the list now. And that's San Diego Behavioral Health. Don Burke is another one. These fuckers are done. That looks like fire department, so we need to look into that. Veterans for Peace. It's kind of old stuff. It's probably already, done deal. I'm getting more perpetrators coming in threatening a child. Female this time. They're all persons of interest at this point. It's enemies of the state. So the state can monitor them, any activity they have online especially. So now I'm looking for this. Watch for trains on trains, metro. Isn't it wonderful? I didn't realize when I got here to Union Station a few weeks ago. I'm from Southern California, by the way. I was born in Westwood. Then I went to school in Westwood, UCLA. I graduated late because these perps got in my way. Then I went to, I used to go to the Borders bookstore and before it became Apple Store, when I was 19. And I used to go to Johnny Rockets. I used to go to bookstores. I used to hang out at the beach when I was 19. So these illegals are telling me, get the fuck out of here. Go and chew those mendigos ilegales. I was born here, asshole. You want me to throw Reagan? You want me to throw my weight around? I'm a Reagan, direct descendant of Ronald Reagan, President of the United States and former governor of California. You're fucked. And then everyone else I'm related to. You hated my mother. You hated my grandmother. Chris Gillable got on my nerves after a while. My grandmother hated your grandmother because your grandmother. What the fuck are you talking about? At first, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? My grandmother hated your grandmother because I killed Abraham Lincoln as John Wilkes Booth. My fucking family. I'm like, holy shit, And yeah, it is Chris Gillable killing off John Wilkes Booth. He's in the Confederate flag family. We're the opposite, U.S. like whole U.S. like American Revolution already happened, and then some. Let's watch for trains. This is actually really cool. And there's a new train that goes. I remember them talking about it. They was talking about the Union train going all the way down to the beach in Santa Monica a few years back. And I'm like, oh wow, it actually happened. Very nice. So you can get a train all the way down from Union Station all the way down to Santa Monica Beach, and one fell swoop. You can pay what? $7 for 1 day pass. And a 2-hour ride is like $250. Holy shit! You get all the way from Union Station all the way down to Santa Monica Beach on the subway. I'm like, holy shit! That is very fucking cool. So it's a red line, and it's very cool. The blue line, it goes all the way down. It's actually what it says. It's the what is it? Silver line. Yeah, they've got the trolley there for 4th and Colorado. So if you live in Santa Monica, you can work in downtown. You can take the trolley at 4th and Colorado, and you'll just get there in a business line in the morning in 2 hours. And it's really nice. You'll save gas money, man. It's really cool. It's like heaven. It's like, wow. Really nice. All right, so I've got that. and obviously the U.S. and Target like me. I noticed it. Thanks a lot for the bag. I really appreciate it. I walked into Target one day, and I saw what you guys did, and they know I'm a hardcore patriot, USA, democracy, and I saw what was happening to my bag, the one I had before, and it looks a little bit military, and there was a red one, there was a blue one, the white one. I'm like, oh, it really rocks, and I appreciate it. It's a beautiful bag, and I'm very patriotic, and obviously, and thank you is what I mean to say. And I walked into Target on 4th and Mission, I saw that. And God bless you guys. And I saw, if you've you've obviously know my stuff online, been on there for a while, and then you find my columns at UCLA. They keep denying and saying I'm a liar. One, two, three, out. that one out.
That's all your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to put everything away.
What is your badge number? Okay. 31. Thank you, officer.
What am I name too?
Oh yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
Good.
Is it bothering someone or?
Can't have all this.
Is there something that says in the may I have the list of rules, please?
Sure, I'll put it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can always get one in the desk.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. I have to double. I'd like to see it in writing. That'd be great. Mhm. 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 All right. Mhm. This whole area actually contains that.
Oh. I
This
can
is the
see
one I
here.
think that you want. This is the one I thought of. Can you check them out here?
Yeah, I can see right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow. Mhm. 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 Um, hmm. Very cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.